And I'm Kim.
And this here's the wildest vlog in the wilderness. So this week we are finishing out our day in Animal Kingdom with Rivers of Light, which is the new nighttime spectacular there. It was originally supposed to open in April of 2016, but it got delayed. There are rumors that they're having some issues with some of the barges because the show takes place on the water primarily. But it did finally open in February of 2017, which was just a couple of months before we went.
We got fast passes for it because it had just opened a few months prior and we weren't sure about the crowd level. I wanted to, it was our first time seeing it and I really wanted to make it a priority and make sure we had good seats. And yeah, I think it was a good thing that we got a fast pass. It was very crowded. We got there within the first 5 minutes of the fast pass seating opening and it was already filling up the fast pass section. We got great seats, but we certainly weren't the first ones there. And the non-fast pass sections were quite full. There's a ton of bleacher style seating, but it was getting pretty full and that was a solid 45 minutes or so before the performance, so
definitely recommend get there early or get a fast pass.
Yep.
Rivers of Light takes place once darkness falls upon Animal Kingdom. They time it that way, and it's a really beautiful setting at night. And before the show really begins, they have a very cool pre-show going on. They've got little, like what look like little fireflies in the trees in the distance, and then they project, you know, a color, and then what appears to be animals running across the trees. It's a very cool projection. And they also have lotus barges, what you call those? Lotus floats that are used in the remainder of the show. They have those slowly making their way out into the lagoon area while the pre-show is happening, so there's a lot of pretty things to look at. And then it gets into the main show. There's floats that have for animal spirit guides.
Yes.
They're
really cool.
Yeah, there's two shaman on sailboats. They kind of like help the story progress, and then the show uses like the floats and water and light and mist and fire.
Pyrotechnics, yeah. It's kind of it's got really good music. They have those guys on the boats, like real cast members, in addition to the animatronics and the animal projections. And yeah, fire shooting up, water shooting up. Really cool show.
Yeah, it was really impressive. I think that we both were a little nervous that it might not be as good as we had hoped because it took so long to get off the ground and everything, but I have to say it was really good, and I think the show fit in well with the overall theming and feel of Animal Kingdom. Yeah,
I think so. I think it keeps like the heart of Animal Kingdom. It's not just about seeing cool animals, it's about respecting the planet and the ecosystem and circle of life and all creatures great and small. So it definitely ties into like the heart of Animal Kingdom and what it's all about. So plus it's just a really fun, cool show.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a nice way to end your day at the park.
So we're going to show you some footage from it. We didn't take video of the whole show because it was our first time seeing it, so we really wanted to experience it too. But I think we got a nice taste for you here of what Rivers of Light is all about.
Look, I think it's going to pick up the leaf of the trees.
awesome show. We definitely recommend it. Get there early or get a fast pass and get your seat and enjoy. Next week, we are gonna head over with you guys to Epcot. We went during Flower and Garden Festival, which it was really, really fun. We experienced all the new food that they had out. We went on Frozen for the first time, and we just had a really grand old time, and we have a ton of photos for you. So come back next week and we'll take you to Epcot. Until then, bye.
Bye.